My husband initially didn't want to let me in here, but we negotiated. My YouTube studio. It's the biggest bedroom I've ever had in my whole life. They knew that there's a YouTuber coming. So we have 3 baths, 3 bedrooms, but I would actually say we have at least 4. Hello. Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl and welcome to our new home that we're renting in Silicon Valley. Today I'm going to show you what you can get for $7,500 in Silicon Valley. So if you're interested, let's go. This is our living room, completely empty. The goal is to have like a common area here with some games and a TV, but right now all we have here is a fireplace that's actually working. It is a real fireplace, real wood. I'm super excited that we have it because I've never had a real fireplace in a house and apartment before. My YouTube buttons, our couch from the previous apartment. And the plan for this wall is to have our big TV that's in our bedroom right now that we don't really use. We'll just put it here and hang out with friends. This part of the living room used to be a dining area. And something that I love about this house is that it's actually a huge living room, but it's separated into 3 spaces. So we've seen one space, this is second space. Initially I thought maybe this should be like a dining room and so we could hang out here and then go outside. But then I realized, you know, most of the time it's not our friends hanging out here, it's Emily. So this is gonna be Emily's playground. So I can be either outside hanging out with friends and watch her, or we can be in the kitchen and watch her, or we can be in the office and I'm gonna show you and watch her as well. Again, the plan is to have less things, but we need some kind of arrangements for her here as well. This house was considered a 3-bedroom house, but because they have this separate office, I would actually say it's a 4-bedroom. But anyways, this is the office, it's part of the living room. The doors can be closed, so it's a private area. My husband initially didn't want to let me in here, but we negotiated. I will have my own separate office, but this is gonna be like his office and I will use it. As you can see, it's complete mess. I decided to show you this place as is because it would take us a while to get it to something that we've imagined. Our old desk, you know, everything messy. Oh my god, storage. Another bedroom, no. This house has a lot of storage space and we came from a 2-bedroom apartment. We don't have so much stuff, but it's just cool to have it. Before we continue with the house tour, guys, I wanted to tell you about the company that I've been using myself for many months. It is Morning Brew, and they finally reached out for a collab. So Morning Brew is this newsletter that you receive every day from Monday to Saturday. And it's not like this boring newsletter that says, oh, markets grew this and that happened. They're really witty. Their copywriters are amazing. And because of that, I'm also subscribed to the Twitter because their tweets are always on top. And they tell you about major events in the world. They focus a lot on business and finance, which is especially important for me. And before Morning Brew, I would like scroll through social media, like what happened? Who is going to IPO next? What's happening in terms of investing? What's going on in the world? And you're like, you check your Facebook, you check your Instagram and Telegram, etc., etc. But with Morning Brew, you just get their newsletter and then ta-da, you're up to date. It is free. It takes seconds to subscribe. The link will be below, so you just leave your email and you start receiving your daily updates. My favorite section with Morning Brew is when they cover IPOs, when companies go public, especially if you know the founders. So for example, a firm has recently gone public and Max Levchin, he's a Russian speaker and we've met him. I think it was back in 2015. Their IPO was really successful and Morning Brew covered it. This content is super important for me. Again, if you want to get their newsletters completely for free, the link is below. Subscribe. Okay, kitchen. When my friend was looking at this place, and as you know, we haven't seen it before renting it, he said, oh, the ceilings are really low and the cabinets are really old, blah, blah, blah. It is an older house, and I had a concern that maybe, you know, coming from an apartment in San Francisco in a brand new building, like everything is new, everything was polished. I was thinking maybe I would be upset. I don't know about living in an older space, but I love it so much. It's actually so cozy. And we had an option of renting a newer space and a larger space. It was a little more expensive, but they had, there was several issues, like it was too huge. I wanted something cozy. I wanted something where I would feel like home, not feel like in a palace. And this is exactly the feeling. I feel like home. Super cozy, has everything that I need. When I was a kid, I was watching a lot of American movies and I was like, wow, it is so cool to have a sink and to have a window above the sink. And my dream came true. I have a sink with a window above the sink. Yeah, like those small things, they just make me so happy. This is where we have breakfast, dinner, lunch. Sometimes we have dinner outside when it's warmer. This place is soaked in sun in the morning. Again, great for waking up, great for setting up the mood for the day. A lot of storage here. Shoes, we need to sell some. This is something I particularly like about this house because, again, we have a baby and I like that the stairs can be isolated with a door, and this is a way to another floor. I'm going to show you later. A lot of storage. Guest bathroom. You know, this is an old bath, it's an old American bath, and I thought maybe it wouldn't be too convenient to bathe Emily there, but again, super fine. I'm super happy with everything. Ta-da! This is gonna be my YouTube studio. Nothing here yet. I've ordered a lot of stuff, but it takes weeks for it to arrive. So basically, well, this is gonna be YouTube studio / guest bedroom. So this wall here is going to be dark blue. I'm going to have my small desk here, my camera here, and more soundproofing, a carpet probably, something on the walls. I've ordered 2 posters with Silicon Valley in San Francisco, another print from Home Goods. We're going to put a sofa bed here, so when I film it's going to be a sofa, when guests come it's going to be a bed. I need to find it first, but that's the goal. And here we have our huge bedroom. It's the biggest bedroom I've ever had in my whole life. Our king bed. This TV is gonna go to the living room because we don't need it here. We don't watch TV at all. And something that I really like, a terrace. And I can also watch Emily from the bedroom. She's playing here. We have a sandbox. Still gotta finish it because we don't have enough sand. We have a small sitting area here and fruit trees and another sitting area there. Our lemon tree. Our orange tree, our driveway, neighbors. Huge wardrobes for our luggage, for our stuff. Dima took the one that's bigger, so mine is completely packed already, but I'm using half of his. I like how I can arrange everything. There is a plan for this part of the room. I have a massage table, so probably it's gonna be like a massage area. I will create a spa-like atmosphere with candles, etc. And our master bathroom. Again, another concern that I had about this house when I first saw it online through my friends' videos is that, look at this. I am the stall. This is where the sink starts. Like, it's super low, bending all the time. But now I'm just getting used to it, and it has another cool feature, as if they knew that there's a YouTuber coming. They have these professional lights for makeup. So I'm super happy. I don't know, I have everything that I need here. Toilet, shower, and another cool thing, storage in the bathroom. So I can have all of my clothes, like pajamas and everything. I can have it here. So when I'm hot and warm after bath, I just put my clothes on and go into bedroom. Because it gets really, really cold in the night. And it's winter, it's January, and it's gonna get even colder in the next few weeks. But I'm glad that this house has gas heating and cooling, because our friends pay $1,500 a month to heat and then cool their house in summer. And it's on top of the hill, it's all electric. So this is why it's so expensive, and on the top of the hill they get a lot of sunshine during the day, so they really need to cool it down every day, even in the winter. We don't have to cool this house down right now because it's just, you know, normal during the day. So I'm hoping to get a bill from PG&E for like maybe 200, not 1,500. That will be like crazy. Let's go downstairs. You know, a lot of you guys might tell me, oh, Marina, but for 7,500 somewhere in, I don't know, Russia, you can rent such a huge mansion. Everything will be renovated. You will have your own pool. You will have, I don't know, housekeepers, etc. But the thing is, I really care about the surroundings. I really care about the weather. I really care about the people who surround me. And this neighborhood is one of the best, according to me and according to a lot of people, I guess. This is one of the best neighborhoods. So basically, I just got this Los Altos Hills local news. Los Altos Hills is the third safest small city in California. Like, this is super important because once I became pregnant, I started to be really concerned about the safety. So this is super important. And violent crimes are non-existent. Robberies are non-existent. Burglaries, there was some, I think there were 25 last year. And I talked to our friends who've lived here for 5 years, and they said they were victims of one burglary. Their daughter left their bike on the road and it was stolen. And that was basically it. So this is, you know, something like an American dream, I guess. When I was watching movies again, you know, of people having huge houses, saying hi to their neighbors, and bringing them cookies and cakes. By the way, we have a couple of cakes for our neighbors already. And one of our neighbors came around yesterday. She brought lemons, she brought oranges from her trees, and everyone is so friendly. And we have this email list and we have this WhatsApp group. And schools are amazing in terms of like doctors and healthcare. Stanford is 20 minutes away, which is again great. I'm just hoping that we're going to establish our healthcare there. And it just seems like this perfect place. And this is called Los Altos Town Crier. But when I read the news, like if you look at this local newspaper, local photographer moves into downtown space, or pet of the week, or somebody received a grant, kids collecting diapers for charity. This is the news that I want to see in my neighborhood. I want to read about this, not about like crimes and people getting shot, etc. And they also have like classified ads for meditation classes and other stuff. And I think I'm going to join like Los Altos newcomers group for hiking. I'm just looking at other houses here that was sold like 7 million, 4 million. 7 million. They're like mansions, huge houses. So I think this is the best neighborhood I've ever lived in here in the US and in Russia and anywhere in the world. So super happy to be here. By the way, the initial plan was to come to like Los Altos or this neighborhood area and just start looking around for houses. And I'm just so happy we didn't do that, because we would end up spending a lot on Airbnb because there aren't a lot of options. This option, and I've been monitoring everything since September, this was the best so far. And again, I'm so happy. And I know that like first impressions, especially when you're coming from a less sunnier place to a warmer place, you're like, oh my God, I love everything. Everything is so amazing. There would be some issues later, of course, because we haven't got our bills yet. We haven't met every single neighbor. Maybe there are some neighbors who will be like, oh, your lawn is not clean enough, or you haven't watered your tree, because I know that might happen, but hopefully not. I will let you know, guys. I'm gonna show you everything on here on Instagram, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it true. This is downstairs. This is a completely separate, I would say like a separate apartment in our house. Well, this is great because when we'll have our parents visiting, they will have their separate space. Again, another Emily's playground. We just have a lot of spaces for her to play. And then there's this whole separate kitchen and laundry and a fridge, so that our guests can have their own privacy when they're here. And let me show you. We have a 5th bedroom. I'm just kidding. It's like a huge space. When I was visiting my granddad, he's like a distant granddad in Miami, he had like this huge closet, and my cousin actually slept there. And then we have a garage, a 2-car garage, car number 1. Our car is actually up outside. And owner stuff, but we have this space. And again, we had thoughts about making it a gym. I had thoughts of making it a studio, but studio, I think I will spend too much money on fixing the sound, so I thought studio would just be upstairs, and it gets cold, and there's no heating here, so I don't know, maybe it would just be a garage. Downstairs, there's another guest bedroom that is completely empty because we haven't bought anything. The plan is to just buy a king bed and maybe a dresser for our guests. And then Emily's pants. More storage, more storage, more storage. Bath, guest bath. So we have 3 baths, 3 bedrooms, but I would actually say we have at least 4, including the office. So the house is really huge. Now let's go outside. Beautiful backyard. And then we have deer living there, and I'm gonna just walk around the house with you guys. This is our terrace. We're gonna wrap up there. Our neighbors. As you've seen in the previous vlog, we also have this territory. I don't know how to use it, and I won't probably use it because it's not flat. If it was flat, I would think of something for Emily again, but because it's not, we'll just leave it as is. This is our olive tree. Olives everywhere, marinating. The terrace, the highlight of this home, the view. I'm gonna do some gardening here. I've already planted dill and I'm gonna plant more. When I was a kid, I've always played The Sims, and they had mailboxes outside. And I've never seen that before, and it's a very American thing. And now I have this mailbox that is outside with this thing that the postman doesn't really use. But basically when it's up, that means you have mail. When it's down, you don't have mail. But I did it myself. Just now it was down. And our front door. This is where we started. Oh, packages. I told our neighbors that I'm a YouTuber. Because, you know, I was a little hesitant, especially when we're looking for a place, because I know that there are people who don't like publicity. But, you know, when we moved in, we sent an email to all the neighbors, like, hey, we're doing this, this, and that, and I also have a YouTube channel, so they're like, wow, interesting. So I hope they don't mind. But anyway, that was it. that was a tour of our house, and now you know what 7,500 a month gets you in Silicon Valley. Again, this is a great deal. In March, we couldn't get anything below 10K in this area, and there weren't a lot of offers. I keep looking at Los Altos Hills, I keep looking at the offers, and they have a lot of houses for 12K, 14K. Well, when they say a lot, I mean 3 or 4 houses, and they maybe have like 2 offers below 7K. But those aren't separate houses, those are guest units, and you will have like neighbors with you, you will have owners living in the same place. So that was it from me, guys. Thank you for watching this video up to the very end, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in my next vlogs. Bye bye.